minutes. They've got to face themselves better. They've got to be more disciplined tactically over 90 minutes. We saw that in the first 45 minutes against Bali, but not in the second 45.
Kane. Marinon. Good strong tackle by Dan Ho. Lynch. Up against Grommen. Corner number 1 for the visitors. Be taken by Nguyen Hei Hui. And here comes Nevin Lastro up from the back. It's cleared easily by Mariner. Love watching Stefan Schrock play when he gets going and the wheels are greased. He is a delight to watch. Finds space so easily. And his ability to thread the ball is second to none at this level. What can you tell us about the referee, Stan?
Well, firstly, I think he's one of the most consistent referees in the league. Hence why he's officiating at a higher level. I like his calls. I just think he sees the game. As you know, what is perfect, so don't want to put him in a place where hold myself in a place where he makes any wrong call. It'll look pretty silly then, what I've just said.
Maniot. Nicely done. Oh, Mariner, I think he would have been offside, but just harping on about Stefan Schrock. You come to close quarters with him, Stanley?
Yeah, I just think he sees a pass, and he's a player who has a picture in his movement before it even arrives. He imagines what he can do. He knows his whereabouts. His awareness is second to none at this region. Then he's got little Manion as well there, who complements his game really well. They do really well when they play closer to each other. So I think that's where their strength really lies, because they try and dominate that part of the pitch. And if they're allowed, as you just saw Manion trying to thread a little pass, even in the tightest of areas, they always see a pass.
OJ. Mendy finding Porteria again. Marinon on the penalty spot. Mendy might come to Schrock. Schrock looks up, floats it in, cleared by Lastro. Schrock gets another opportunity to deliver. Quick feet from Schrock, and then he's really bundled off the ball.
Yeah, Schrock just being really clever in those areas, dragging defenders. I think that was a foul.
Ott. Sean Kane. Mariner's made a lovely curving run down the flank. Here he is. Mendy on the edge of the area, but that ball just eludes Marinon.
Yeah, just think Pamsa, Hoi, it's 1-2. The three men in the middle almost dropping as a 4-5-1. Modern day, you say it as a 4-2-3-1. But it's Pamsa, Hoi, it's 1-2 in the middle. Plays a huge role. Because I'm looking at what they're setting up like. They want to get really close to Schrock. They want to get really close to Maniot. Just trying to force them playing more parallel passes, more backward passes, but not forward-looking passes.
Pateria brought down. Minigishi. Villanueva. Bienve Marino. Odawara. Villanueva. Minigishi. Schrock's made a lovely run down the channel. Stefan Schrock has got 3 to aim for, now 4 to aim for.
Again, picking up the spot. It does trouble defenders. Swang Hong this time. Needing to make sure he didn't allow that cross. Good job on him, but it's only gone out for a corner at the moment. Maniot with that signal, usually near post, that's what it means.
Very near post, Stefan Schrock. Good delivery, ooh, good clearance by Tan Ho. Pateria just losing out. Odawara wins it back. There's numbers forward here. Mendy. There's Pateria in the area. Bienve Marinon now just going to the edge of the 6-yard box. Cleared by Nguyen Xuan Tu. Minigishi.
Well, very lively 10 minutes on the clock. You can see the desire from the home side to try and push really forward, try and possess in the attacking third, try and create as much as they can. Well, Ninh waits, be patient, trying to be disciplined, really compact. They've got Jeremy Lynch, who I like. Scored against Zorana, play against Bali when they were down to 10 men. In the second half, did not get any kind of service.
Looking for Schrock. Marinon with the flick. Marinon receives it again. Mendy on the edge of the 6-yard box. On the bench tonight for Ceres Negro is Supa, who missed the first game because of a minor injury. Thought we might see him on the pitch tonight, which does change their formation somewhat when the Spaniard comes back into the 11, but he's on the bench tonight. Just wondering how much that red card for Fagan will hurt the visitors tonight, Stanley.
Well, he hurt them in the second half. Firstly, they were down a man, but they lacked that little quality when they needed it most. Lynch did a very good 45 minutes, but second half, I think conditioning came into play. Bali was just very clinical in how they went about.
Sean Kane giving away the second corner of the game. Don't forget, only the winners and the best runners-up among the three ASEAN groups will advance to the zonal semi-finals. Ooh, near post there was Jeremy Lynch. Elsewhere, we've had one game completed today. Yangon United in Group G running out 3-2 winners against Lao Toyota. Means Yangon top their group. Here's Maniot. Pham. It's nicely worked. Sean Huang. Into nowhere really. Odawara. There's BMV Marinon. Spotted Tuan Lin off his line. Perhaps a ball through to Mendy might have been the better option.
I do love players with that little vision. I tell you, I've been on that pitch, and not many can actually anticipate, have the awareness of where the goalkeeper's position. From there, you'll be thinking of playing a pass down the right-hand side, left-hand side, playing it short. To have a vision at the goalkeeper, that's something good, because now he keeps the goalkeeper in check, knowing that they've got a player who kind of have that little look every now and then.
Elsewhere in this group, second half underway, and Svei Rieng are leading Bali United by 2-1. Which will be something of a shock if the scoreline stays the same way. Ho Chi Minh City, in the meantime, are playing away to Hougang United, and they have a 1-0 lead in Singapore. A cool 2-1 to Svei Rieng. Actually, it's 2-0 as Bali United. Just looking over and seeing Bali United had scored, but that goal has been chalked off. So 2-0 for Svei Rieng. Villanueva. Munigishi. Villanueva looking for Schrock. Mendy. Schrock gets there and delivers a first-time volley. Comes off Nguyen Chuan Kwang. Two veteran internationals going at it on this near side. Maniot. Does really well to retain possession. Villanueva.
At the moment, Ceres not stretching the pitch. Just trying to understand how they play out from midfield, because I've just seen Villanova trying to play a more inverted ball, because the run was done by Minagishi. He was trying to drag that run on the inside. We've seen that down the right hand side as well. Maybe at times you got to stretch it first and then maybe thread that pass through the middle. Again, you see the same pattern, but it's defended. You see the pattern of the run. You will see Schrock just trying to get on the inside, more like collected down the byline.
Quảng gives it away. Stefan Schrock, can he get on his right foot? He can't. It's well cleared by Duong. Marinol. Grumman. Jeremy Lynch bringing him down. Just one appearance for Jamaica. Jeremy Lynch. Hot. Run back by Odawara. Given away though by Josh Grumman. Gang Chun trying to make some headway down the left-hand side. Minagishi. Some space to run into here. Stefan Schrock ahead of him. Marinon. You can see how deep Marinon loves to come. Mendy just lets it roll through his legs. Corner number 2 for the Busman. Villanueva, Odawara, Mendy, all patrolling edge of the area. Goes near post. It's well won by Nguyen Xuan Tu. Minagishi forced to go back to Roland Muller. Mastro's header. Lynch will give chase here. And Lynch wins it well. He's offside. Just jumped, said Jeremy Lynch. And he jumped, but he had a hand there on the back of Sean Kane.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough night for him, Lynch. He's remember you mentioning him receiving a ball at the moment. 23 minutes gone. Sometimes on a night like this, you just got to hang in there. You got to work hard enough to help the team defensively, but any opportunity on an attack, you want to be in the best position because it's not going to come too frequent. But when it does arrive, you want to be in a good spot. You want to try and work to that area where you can actually get on the score sheet or perhaps provide a good pass. So Lynch, if they have to get anything out of this Tan Quan Ninh tonight, Lynch will be vital.
Schrock has Marinon free in the area. Stefan Schrock gets to the bar and looks for Marinon. Mendy! Really well hacked away by Duong Van Kamp. Marinon with the initial swing.
Yeah, again, Schrock picking up the left-hand side. Always tries to put it in an area where I like the numbers in the box. You could see 3 across the 6-yard box, 2 just lurking on the penalty spot area. It's almost 5 in the box as Schrock stretches the ball in his left foot, low, always hard to defend.
Marinon's near post, Mendy's far post, but he won't keep that in from Maniot.
Well, that's poor for Maniot. He's just looped it so high. Jose Patera couldn't do anything about it.
Decent crowd here at the Rizal Memorial Stadium. Football always competing with basketball in this part of the world. But speak to any Filipino football fan and they're always deeply knowledgeable.
Well, it's similar when it's down playing in India. Almost like the world mentions about cricket being the number 1, but if you ask a football fan in India, they'll tell you what is cricket.
Nicely done by Minigishi. Nice bit of skill by Nguyen Hai Hoi, who looks for Jeremy Lynch. Jeremy Lynch rounds the keeper and makes it 1-0 to the away side. Wonderful, wonderful goal. And a real shock on the cards here at the Rizal Memorial Stadium. Ceres Negro trailing by 1-0.
Well, top stuff from Lynch. Has a look, but it's all about Hai Hoi. Takes on Marion, couldn't track him. Lynch makes his move, chest to the left-hand side. He's aware about Ronald Muller coming full blazing. Just a little nice soft start, sees an empty goal, tucks it in beautifully. Similar start when they took on Bali United, but now they still got 11 men on the pitch.
Jeremy Lynch on loan from Haiphong. And the 6'1" striker has given the Vietnamese side an unlikely lead here in Manila. And here he goes again, you know, Lynch. He's got the bit between his teeth. Chuan Tu had made a really useful run on this near side. He's still forward though, 1 of 4 up top now for the Vietnamese side.
Well, as I mentioned earlier on, I like his movement. It's how quick he identifies those areas where he can just get into that area as long as the ball is traded. As he saw the goal, as we just saw that little movement that obviously has gone back to the goalkeeper now, but as soon as the centre back goes out of position, you see Lynch moving into those areas. When a midfield can see a pass, it can be deadly.
Good call by Mohamed Amrul is one there. Minagishi. Dong's done really well to intercept that. But the Filipino side still getting numbers forward here. Mendy. Oh, and it's a free kick in a dangerous position for the batsman. Years of age is Robert Mendy. He's been with the club for over a year now. He was in Malaysia before that, playing for UITM. Schrock dinks it in. Stefan Schrock on the head of Marinon, and it's come off. The Tangpon Ninh defender. Wow, that was a really good chance there for Marinon.
Yeah, Schrock put it in a really good area, so Marinon and Odewara. But then I think he was done. What? Hat number 3 never ever pulls out of a challenge. There you go. He just loves that battle. Really brave defending again from Tan Hoa. I think it's more his goalkeeper, Tuan Lin, perhaps getting a swipe on him as well.
"15 minutes remaining then, and it's the first half that they're seeing Ceres Negros dominate play, but create very little in the way of chances, and Tan Quan Ninh took the lead just 3 minutes before the half-an-hour mark. Jeremy Lynch on the score sheet after some great work by Hei Hoi. Nice through ball, allowing the Jamaican to round the goalkeeper and to slot home, and it gives Tan Quan Ninh something to defend here. Elsewhere, a shock on the cards as Cambodia's Phai Rieng are leading Indonesia's Bali United by 2-0. I'll tell you what, a win here for the Vietnamese side, and this would really shake up Group H.
Well, the Bali United game still in the balance. You're absolutely spot on if that remains, but it's still a far and long journey in a match which is close to an hour before it's completed. Lots of permutations.
Minagishi. Odewara. Here's Sean Kane. Porteria. Maniot. It's the when Schrock's made a useful run. Well, he had done. He's not happy with the way that ball has delivered to him. Tuan Lin's clearance, looking for Jeremy Lynch, who'd gone down the right-hand side channel, and Lynch makes a nuisance of himself, wins it back. Good skill by Xuan Tu. Even better by Mac Von Kwan, and Lynch is through here. Josh Grumman getting across and defending well. Schrock.
Well, knowing Vidakovic, he must be really fuming. We're missing defensively. Tan Kon Lin does not hold possession.
Xuan Tu goes near post, and the shot coming in from Jeremy Lynch.
Interesting, Odawara doing just enough. And Xuan Tu, I think he sees that opportunity to put the ball back, a little cut back into the path of Lynch. Yeah, it's actually Villanova putting himself in between Lynch and that ball. I think he did enough. Just coming back to Vidakovic, he must be fuming. Defensively, they've not been trouble much, but whenever they've been trouble, they look like conceding. That's not a good sign for the home side tonight. They've held a lot of possession. They've probably not done enough with the possession, I must say. Bits and pieces, faces where Schrock and Ott is trying to find some passes behind that defense. But Tan Kon Lin, with that little bit of possession they've had, a little bit of fair share of the ball they've had, they've done more meaningful stuff.
Marilyn. Manny Ott. Lastro's gone forward. It was aimed towards him. Still 5 up here for the visitors, with a chance for Ott to break forward, looking for Marinon. Marinon almost winning it back from Duong Tan Ho.
Well, I've been impressed with what I've seen in 37 minutes of Tan Kon Lin. Again, they've set up really strong. Pan Tan Hoon, the coach, to be pleased with what he's seen. I know there's a remainder of 8-9 minutes, but I've seen this happen. It wasn't too long ago, 2 weeks ago, when he took on Bali United. 10 men, not a problem. Handled Bali really well. Just think that the biggest obstacle tonight will be the next 45 minutes.
Lynch. Grumman. Be careful with those high through balls on this pitch, because it does check, you know. Sometimes it's a real advantage for the attacking team, especially if they're running onto it. Marilyn. Hot. Possessed by Xuan Tu, who comes steaming away with the ball, and Lynch, I think, is offside, but he's through it and slots it home, but the assistant referee with the flag up. Well, he's saying he didn't hear. Clearly he didn't hear, because he continued, and I was wondering whether he'll receive a yellow card.
Well, I think it's unfair, because sometimes referees just got to read into those defenders. Clearly, only at the very end, Josh Groman heard the call, and he was full sprint. And you know, if the defender heard earlier, he'll be the first one to stop running. We see that quite often. So, but Groman, Sean Kane, and Villanova have to sort themselves out, because Lynch is sitting in between two of them, sometimes even three of them, and none of them are taking responsibility of him.
Another chance for the visitors to counter-attack here. Geng Chang, I thought he was going to do a 1-2 there, but buys a bit of time. Here's Nguyen Sa. Lastra. Xuan Hang. Now Xuan Tu. Can't keep that in. Stefan Schock recovers.
And again, great piece of defending, just like what they're doing in the middle of the park. Quảng in bumps out high hoist 1-2. Again, a great example. Maniot drops really deep. Marion dropped really deep, trying to thread the pass. Unable to.
That's just bundled over, and he might fancy a shot from here, you know. Although Bienve Marinon's got ball in hand. As it stands, both the Group H leaders trailing into the second half between Svay Rieng and Bali United. 2-0 to the home side there. Tongkwan Ninh leading by a goal to nil, courtesy of Jeremy Lynch's 27th minute opener. Porteria, it's disappointing. Options on the bench for Ceres Negros, James' young husband. A recent addition to the side. Porteria. Minigishi. Schrock. Again, look at the numbers behind the ball for the Vietnamese side. Villanueva. by Lastro. And it's not the worst ball in the world, is it? Just to knock it long down the channel. So we've already seen Jeremy Lynch being able to shrug off the attentions of Josh Grumman on a couple of occasions now. Marinol. Wadawara. Villanueva. You can see how hard that Bienve Marinon and Maniot have had to work to get in control of the ball. They're dropping ever so deep, going to cover a lot of ground. Minagishi, just no way to unlock this Tan Quang Ninh defence. Interior tries to flick it round the corner.
Well, really clever play. He's forcing Robert Mendy into an area where the only thing he could do is a foul. That coming from Quảng Tan, who certainly has come in for Anthony Fagan, who got a red card in the last game, and he's done a really good job. Mac Hong Guan, number 8 as well, in the middle of the park. Really good positioning. But Hoi Hoi, it's been outstanding. That's him again threading that pass.
Chuan Tu's cross.
Well, he's been really lively and like his movement. Always at the end of a cross, always at the end of a pass. Just moves into an area, gets ahead of the defender. Just got his alignment wrong, but Chuan Tu with a good cross. And my man of the half has been Hoi Hoi, the number 14. He's been outstanding. Defensively, offensively.
Additional time of 2 minutes.
Tan Ho's moving forward, as has Lastro. Elsewhere, Ho Chi Minh City have doubled their advantage away to Singapore's Hougang United. Into 2 minutes of stoppage time then, just 60 seconds left on the clock before Risto Vidakovic gets a chance to give a measured response to that first half that has seen Ceres Negro dominate and dictate play, but they cannot pick the lock that is the Tan Quang Ninh defence. The visitors taking the lead after 27 minutes. The impressive Jeremy Lynch on the score sheet, and here's a real chance for Marinon. What a save by Tuan Lin. Still Marinon. 3 up top now for Ceres. Marinon goes down, points to the spot, and the last kick of the game will be a penalty kick for the home side.
Well, I think that's a clear simulation, and it's a really, really, really poor call from the Malaysian referee Amirul. As soon as Marinon has lost that opportunity, he tries to nutmeg. I think he should have buried this. Tuan Lin does really well, sees it, but just have a look right here. Hoi Hoi does not do anything which is wrong. Absolutely, Marinon has just gone down and played right into it. Amirul has been duped into it. A really poor decision from him at the very end of this half.
Well, for all of their hard defensive work, it's come down to a questionable spot kick. And Bienve Marinon seldom misses. 23 goals in his last 18 appearances in this competition. Marinon gets the busman level on terms with the Hero Miners. Right at the death of this first half that has seen Ceres Negros dominate. But somewhat fortunate to get that penalty.
Well, cool and confident. Half a Panenka. Just tricks to one lane. But you got to feel for Nin. Right at the stroke of half time. They've been hard done by the referee.
Half time then here at the Rizal Memorial Stadium. That was the last kick of the half that saw Jeremy Lynch on the score sheet after 27 minutes. A beautiful through ball by Hay White. He rounded the keeper and slotted home, and just when we thought the Vietnamese would take a 1-0 lead into the break, a questionable penalty as Marinon was brought down. He stepped up and converted. One apiece at the break here at the Rizal Memorial Stadium.
You've taken the call-up.
Wake up! It's game time.
Lived the sleepless nights. Stood together through the tough times. And celebrated the wins. And now Standard Chartered is giving you the chance to win a trip to Anfield. Simply go to the Fox Sports Asia website and tell us in 25 words or less why you should stand red at Anfield and never walk alone. Football never rests, and neither do we. So, let's go.
Personally, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer swept this one under the carpet.
They weren't clinical enough up front.
Yeah, I'd be worried about the Tottenham fan.
We got some feedback here that I think is really relevant, Erling Haaland. Discuss. The English FA should merge the League Cup and the FA Cup. Try to stop him. Try to stop Thierry Immobile. That's the problem you've got.
This March on National Geographic Network, the brand new sequel of Carl Sagan's Emmy-winning series, Cosmos Possible Worlds, returns.
Who will we become in the far future?
To catch a snake, you gotta think like a snake.
One of the most feared predators on Earth is about to make our hearts race. Britain's busiest airport is busier than ever with drama from the get-go.
Oh, I think it's going to be good fun.
All new this March on National Geographic Network.
Sporting art at its finest. Oh, it's just amazing.
So good, so tempered, so perfect.
This is turning into quite a performance, delighting the crowd, embracing the occasion.
Oh, absolutely sensational.
That had a bit of everything in it.
And it just gets better and better.
Welcome to the Hero Indian Super League.
Oh! Would you believe it? Great finish!
The season is ignited. It doesn't get much more exciting than this.
Hero Indian Super League.
Guten Tag. This is Sportimology, and today's term is Englische Woche. Englische Woche is German for English Week. It's used to describe midweek fixtures in the Bundesliga, referring to a practice normal in England. This is Sportimology. Until next time, auf Wiedersehen!
After the blue Colombian skies, let's introduce you to the man behind the camera. Konstantin Papanikolaou is a ski movie director, and his passion has always been filming and producing films related to skiing.
When I was in the university, this whole thing with digital video started. I figured out how to do the things in the computer, and I started going in the weekends and shooting footage at the ski center. That's how it started. It started as a hobby. I didn't study this in school, obviously. Skiing was the thing to shoot. It's exciting to look at. It's fun to go play around in the mountain. That's how it started. After some years, it stopped being a hobby and it became this sort of job. I've been successful with it in the sense that I've been able to travel all around. I've been to most of the continents to go skiing. Not like
I'm a Greek American, and I'm also a ski movie filmmaker. You know what I'm talking about, those movies where people...
After his latest movie, Frozen Ambrosia, for the first time he's in front of the camera speaking about his unique experiences.
I think a lot of people that come here and they see one, two, or three of the big mountains, and they think, okay, that's the extent of what can be done with ski. What's really amazing is that every year that I've been here, I'm getting to go and I'm getting to explore and experience places that I hadn't even thought I could go for skis. It's not just like a little bit of potential, it's an incredible amount of potential. It's a thrill to come here and shoot photos. I don't know why, I have a tick in my brain. It's like I just want to take photos and video of these places. Actually, I have a very hard time if I come here without a camera. I can't enjoy myself. I don't know, I just want to share the experience. That's like the best part for me, is sharing the experience. The skiing is fun. It's more interesting to me is shooting the footage, taking the photographs, because that's what this whole thing is about, trying to get people to understand what exists here. Really cool that the technology has developed to the point where it can it's really cool when the drone is going on the side of the couloir and you see Christos, little Chris, going down the couloir, and then you see the rocks kind of coming to the side of me. It just gives you a perspective of things. No such thing as behind the camera, in front of the camera. I think you have to do both. If you want to be behind the camera, you also have to be in front of the camera. I like speaking Greek in front of the camera because I know it sounds ridiculous. Take some steps backwards, uphill. Always Instagramming, Facebooking, selfieing, having other people take videos of you. And then how we skin up we crampon up. You want to go here, nah?
Yeah, follow the galley, maybe skin up.
How many times do you think we have to take the skis? Sometimes it can be risky here, and so you have to sort of permutate through all the different things that might happen. Permutations, always permutating on what possibly can happen, and like a bit like a chess game. Like, if this happens, then what? Then what? Then what? You know? Probably would have been amazing in the wintertime. path forward. It's a creative endeavor, and the best thing you can do is to think of it like a business. Your art is your product, and you have to figure out a way to sell that product. It's a difficult product to sell. The marketplace is saturated completely with other people selling creative stuff. You have to find ways to make your creativity. You don't have to be like a. You just have to find ways to make it unique. Find ways to do things that other people aren't doing. Beyond that, I don't really know what else to say.
AFC double strike.
Larkin Stadium in Johor, royalty in the house.
Asia's theatre of football.
What a goal!
Where the passionate fans inspire clubs to chase continental glory.
What is absolute class?
AFC double strike. Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Live on Fox Sports.
He's so cute. Look away.
My email was nickjlover.
Oh my!
You're the kind of singer I would die to write songs for.
Top that, my friend.
Just help me think. This isn't fair. Adorable.
Yes, you are. You can't say no to this.
You don't choose me as your coach. This puppy's going to go straight back to the animal shelter. What is wrong with you?
The Voice, tonight at 8 p.m. Same day as the U.S. on Fox Life.
Let's get ready to rumble! Your fighter from the red corner, 170 good head movement up to the feet. Oh, and he got him. Stick to the bridge, and you're finding a home. And we go green in Marrakesh. Vern goes for it out of nowhere, and Vern spins. Oh, Sim's gone for the lead. Goes Sims. Oh, and DaCosta. What are you doing? They hit each other. DaCosta's in the one. But he holds on to win in Marrakesh.
You've taken the call-up.
Wake up! It's game time.
Lived the sleepless nights. Stood together through the tough times. And celebrated the wins. And now Standard Chartered is giving you the chance to win a trip to Anfield. Simply go to the Fox Sports Asia website and tell us in 25 words or less why you should stand red at Anfield and never walk alone.
Great to have your company tonight. It's one apiece here at the Rizal Memorial Stadium. Group H action for you in the AFC Cup 2020. Ceres Negro 1, Tan Quan Ninh of Vietnam 1. So much to play for. The visitors taking the lead after 27 minutes through Jeremy Lynch. And on the stroke of half-time, Marinon somewhat buying a penalty and coolly converting home. It means this game is in the balance. Just waiting for the 15 minutes to be officially up. the match commissioner of the AFC, with his stopwatch almost ready to go. This 1-2 will get us underway. There's Phan Tan Hung. And it's the hero miners, Tan Quan Ninh of Vietnam, kicking from right to left in this second half here in Manila. Joining me in the commentary booth is ex-Malaysian international, Southeast Asian football expert Stanley Bernard. Stanley, just wrap up the first half and give us a flavour of what's to come in this second 45.
Well, if you go back to one of my first few words in the first half, I did believe that Tan Quan Ninh has a good 45 minutes in them. And thank God they proved to me right. The referee proved to me otherwise. Had a solid half, but not a decision I would have made. Not a referee. Credible enough, the question is his call, but from what my observation is he's made a call which I think has given a big boost to the home side. Strong defensively, mostly in midfield from Tan Quan Ninh. I've just been really impressed by Hai Hui, who went on to give that penalty away. Hong Kwan works really hard in between the lines. This 1-2 down the right hand side has been outstanding. Now the question is, do they have a second 45 in them?
A lovely run on the outside here with Mendy waiting in the area. Just a quick look at this Ceres Negro side then. The brother Müller in goal. It's a back three of Dennis Villanueva, Josh Groman and Sean Kane. Minagishi and Porteri are operating on the left and right flanks respectively. Maniot pulling the strings in the midfield alongside Odawara. Stefan Schrock on the left-hand side and pretty much wherever he likes to go, with Bienve Marinon and Robert Mendy up top. For Tan Quan Ninh, a 4-2-3-1 formation, or 4-5-1 defensively. Tuan Lin in goal, the skipper. Van Quoy left back, Tan Ho, Lastro and Shuang Han. Pham Nguyen Sa and Mak Hong Kwang just ahead of the back four, with Hei Kwoi, Kok Tan, Swan Tu ahead of them, and Jeremy Lynch leading the line by himself up top. Some 12 minutes left in the other game, taking place from Group H, which sees Svay Rieng leading Bali United by 2-1. As it stands, Ceres Negros would top the group on 4 points. Grumman. Here's Sean Kane. Nicely done by Kane, ahead of him Porteria. Odawara. Well, the halftime team talk from Phan Tan Hung of Tan Quan Ninh must have been down to try and release Jeremy Lynch on every occasion possible. It's going to break to Schrock. Schrock looks up, looks for Mendy.
Well, I wonder how's that now a foul? That's manhandling from Mendy. Have a look right here. That's a foul.
Quite how he got his right boot to it. That's pretty impressive.
Well, that's impressive. I think I like the way he maneuvered himself, but it's manhandling on one core.
Marinol. Ott makes a lovely run just down the channel, looking for Ott, cleared by Lastro. And Quảng gives it away, Odawara. Minagishi outside of him, one back by Juan-Tu. Oh, he's such a workhorse, Juan-Tu, and he's brought down there. And Odawara, is he going to receive a yellow card?
If he's given a yellow for an earlier foul, because he's actually gone to Schrock. But I thought Odawara should have received the yellow card as well. That's a clear foul on obstruction of play.
That was Villanueva sliding in dangerously late there. Schrock on this near side, Porteria screaming for the ball.
Well, great start to the second half, 6 minutes going into 7. I think the desire, intention of both sides really equal at this point, as the score suggests. A bit of spite, a bit of feistiness in there. Only can add to the drama.
There's certainly a sense of urgency with this Busman side now. Schrock. Up against Schwang Nang. Schrock centre. Six up top here for the Busman, including Mendy. Ooh, I thought he was going to get his head to that. Well cleared by Lastro. Porteria loops the ball back in. And Odawara's tame effort gives the chance for Tang Kwan Lin to get forward here. Nice turn by Schrock. Comes away, it's 4 against 4. Stefan Schrock with a lovely ball. Here's Porteria. Marinol with his arm raised in the centre. Schrock, Stefan Schrock, Stefan Schrock. Marinol to make it 2-1. Should have done better.
Well, it's an absolute shocking of a decision from Marignon at that position. He just got to smash it low across the goalkeeper. Not really sure what has gone through his mind. He's already in the 6-yard box and he's trying to dink the goalkeeper from there. Beautiful play from Schrock. He had a shot in his mind, sees a teammate in a better position. Now, perhaps, in his mind, could have taken the shot himself.
In his 10th year now at the club is Tuan Lin. He's only 5'10". He's got some work to do here. Mendy again, maybe could have done better.
Wondering if they had a lot of training on hitting on the crossbar. Sometimes that does not help.
What's your experiences of playing on artificial turf, Stanley?
It always takes a lot more out of you. Just the fact that those rubber, the black rubber that you see around the pitch, not equal into soil, and it takes a lot more, and it takes longer to recover.
Stefan Schrock looks up, looking for Mendy. Odawara. Sean Kane now. Oh, intercepted. Here's Quảng. Oh, he's brought down. He's done really well on the yellow card here for Sean Kane. But Quảng has done really well.
Well, that midfield have stood longer than he did in that first game. That alone is an improvement. We're looking this Don Kong Ninh side improving in the second half. I think that's what you'll find in the first 12 minutes of this second half so far. Still very disciplined, tactically, been strong in the middle of the park. Still a long way to go in this half.
Interesting that two of Ceres Negros' back three now have been yellow carded. Quảng. Mendy does well and continues his run. Stefan Schrock is the winger that Ceres are looking for. Put out of play by Xuan Huang. But Ceres and acres of space on this near side. Stefan Schrock. Maniot. Quảng. Lynch with a really useful run down the channel. I think Maniot thought he had fouled them, but play on. Says Amaro is one, and here's OJ Porteria. Mendy is in space ahead of him, but brought down by Duong Van Qua.
Well, I think he had to make a decision in his mind. Van Qua, he stopped. He made a decision early on. You backtrack, and then you just got to stop backtracking at some point, and then when a player goes past you, you got to make the decision. Either you allow him or take that risk, and that risk has been taken now. Now Schrock, who we know put in a really good ball in the first half from the opposite side, similar distance.
Golden Ball winner in 2019. Stefan Schrock. Did well to force an error there from Roland Müller, but they've got away with it here, the busman. Kane. Porteria. Marinon comes close and then darts down the right-hand side. Mendy waits in the area. Back to Maniot! Off the woodwork.
Well, this time really, really good play from Marignon. Just a little turn of pace. There you go. And then he's already got a pass in him in the form of Maniot, who prepares himself really well. Takes it early. Just perhaps, again, I would say, didn't get on the right part of the ball, because he got underneath the ball, rising still quite close to Tuan Lin, hits the crossbar.
On Quan's cross, looking for Lynch. Marinon. Mendy's made a useful run on this near side. Oh, the reverse pass. Porteria. Still OJ! It's the go-ahead goal for the busman. OJ Porteria on the score sheet after 62 minutes. Ceres Negros 2, Tan Quan Ninh 1.
Well, that miss from Marignon has certainly turned himself around. Has made himself sharper. And then this is why he can produce that beautiful reverse pass. But Porteria needs to take credit, because he's made that run in anticipation of receiving that pass. And on his stride, makes that little space, and that finish takes out Tuan Lin. And Ceres scores a really good goal to take the lead.
Born in Virginia, United States, Jose Elmer Porteria. Philippines international now. Will stand for all of the good defensive work for Tan Quan Ninh. They find themselves 2-1 down. But I know you've been impressed with this Vietnamese side.
Yeah, just think they've been hard done by with that penalty. I think second half both sides have come out to really try and get 3 points out of this match. You could say Tan Quan Ninh was more defensive in the first half, trying to hit on the transition, trying to hit on the counter. Not in the second half. 1-1. Probably went into halftime thinking that they were hard done. Let's take the lead again. But it's been really good play for Marignon after missing that chance which he could have buried. Perhaps that's the reaction you get from a player who's got that quality. And he's certainly the difference. He's up this game. And OJ Porteria with a really good finish, but it's far from over. Andy, far from it.
to the face there of Pham Nguyen Sa. Looking for the run of, guess who? Jeremy Lynch. Sean Kane's clearance. And I think it's time for a substitution here, double substitution at that. As Dao Nat Min comes on, as does Nguyen Van Viet. And that looks to be an offensive change, Stan.
Yeah, without a doubt. They perhaps are going to take a little bit risk. He's a more offensive player. And why not? Because I think if they can still produce what they've produced in the first half, in the sense of how well organized that midfield is, still very much in this match.
Poteria. Mendy ahead of him. Still Poteria. Ooh, almost got past Dong Van Koa. There he is again, Poteria. He brought down, play on, says Sam Ruiz one. Lynch has made a lovely run again, and he's got ahead of, is that Villanueva? And this time it's Josh Grommen.
Well, that's a great piece of example. I'm still shocked that the referees called that for a foul. Absolutely shocking decision. How does he expect Lynch to go in? The defender's bent so low to use his head. But anyways, Lynch, again, if he can that kind of service, because his positioning is so good in between defenders, he's just off the shoulder. And one of the players that can provide that pass is 1-2 as he did. But it needs to happen more consistently. And very much in this match.
Elsewhere, a real shock as Fei Rieng have beaten Bali United by 2-1. Fei Rieng getting their first points in this Group H. Stefan Schock offside. Well, that's 1-2 who's brought down. Inagishi says he's got the ball, but it's good work by Ngiem Chuan-Tu. Five in the opposition 18-yard area for Tan Quan Ninh. Dong Van Koa just operating on the edge of the box. It's almost slipped through. And they can't clear here, and the equaliser for the Hero Miners. Nguyen Hei Hoi, who's been so impressive in this match. And we are back on level terms here at the Rizal Memorial Stadium.
Well, if there's one man deserving a goal tonight to get on the score sheet, it's this man after he was hard done. Fantastic performance in the first 45 minutes, was hard done by a foul that I don't think it was a foul, but here is his reaction. Good piece of technique. Takes a first touch and then get the right contact on his laces. No chance for Roland Muller. Again, I would say this game is far from anything that you're seeing.
I don't know about you, Stan. I just got the feeling that when Ceres Negros took the lead, they thought that the rest of the match would be a formality, but the Hero Miners have done really well to remind them they're in a football match here.
But firstly, I think Phan Tan Hong, the Tan Quang Ninh coach, should be really pleased now with what he's seen with 25 minutes gone in the second half, that his team is sustaining longer. They're really strong in the middle of the park. They've not let much slip. Yes, they've conceded through a really good goal, through a really good pass from Marignon, really good finish from this man here, Ojay Puteria. But besides that, they've not let a lot slip. They're right back in this. Very different to that first game where they were down 10 men from the very first 5-10 minutes. But still, as you know, football is about 90 minutes. They've got to be consistent for the remainder of the game.
Attacking options on the bench for Ceres. Junior Munoz, James Younghusband, Angelo Marasigan. Chuan Tu, who's on his side, another free kick. Ceres, can they deal with this better than they did before? Nevin Lastro moves forward. Van Viet is up there too. And Roland Muller comes out, gets something on it. Now I'm looking for Puteria. Tuan Lin. Munigishi forward, but Tuan Lin will clear that back into the opposition half. What do you make of that Svei Rieng 2-1 win over Bali United, Stan?
Never saw that coming, I must say. Never saw that coming, but again, the fact that Bali's played away from home, that shows how true. Sometimes it's a cliche saying Indonesian sides playing away from home, you can never expect what's going to happen. That's a great example. After starting with a bang 4-1 win against such a good side in Tan Quang Ninh as you're seeing today, they've gone on and lost an away game. That just opens up the group, and this result here, if it remains, it's all to play for.
Group G gets more and more interesting. 2-2 here. Just over 15 minutes of standard time.